Welcome back. Today we're going to take a little break, being that we just covered Mercury, then Venus, which puts us one planet past the halfway mark, being that we're only looking at the seven wanderers, or the seven planets, from Sun to Saturn. So we're one video past halfway. So today we're going to have a little bit of a recap of just a few things, a few items that I wanted to elaborate on. Welcome back. The first thing that I'd like to elaborate on, and to clear up any possible confusions or anything, that's why this video is being done at this time. Also, comments will be open and available for this video. Good, bad, or indifferent. Does not matter to me. So let's start. The first item I'd like to elaborate on is Aleister Crowley's definition of magic, which is: magic is the art and science of causing change to occur in conformity with will. Now let's break that quote down. Magic is the art and science. Let's take science first. Because science, as we know, is in the praxis or practices, goes at things in an inspectory type of way. It inspects things. Science inspects anything it comes into contact with. That's how it gathers the facts. That's why in the second video I produced, the lecture video, I attempted to make such an effort to impress upon you the importance of your own self-inspection. Why are you here? What is your intention for wanting to learn and practice magic? That is paramount. Your intention must be focused on yourself first. So magic is the art and science of causing change to occur in conformity with will. So we inspect ourselves. Why am I here? Why do I want to learn this? Why does this interest me? Does it interest me because I want to have sway over others? And if you're just starting out, that's the wrong springboard to come off of into this. You'll be setting yourself up for failure and heartache and hardship. Magic is also an art, which means just as art, it's expressive. Art expresses things, whether it's pictorial art, music, any of the arts. It's an expressive tool to express oneself, to express ideas. To express ideas in a way where others can understand them and grasp them. So be careful of what you're expressing. That's why the first stage is the inspection, before you ever get into the realm of expression. Then he goes on to say, Crowley does, he says, of causing change to occur in conformity with will. Now, keeping in line with what I just said, that change, before it's anything external, has to be an internal change. You're going to have to relearn some things. You're going to have to unlearn some things. There has to be a change. And that change should be, or will be in conformity with will. Again, that's why it's so important for the inspection process, the science of the art of magic, so that your will is in line with the greater good, so that your will is not polluted with bad or false intentions. Now, moving on, one may wonder why my videos and the process of this is going so slow. And that's because, as I've said before, it's a very introductory series, this first series. I don't want to leave anybody behind. I don't want to leave things out that are important, which I probably have, because I'm human. But to reiterate why I'm going so slow, or to explain why the process seems to be going so slow, is mainly for this reason. And I'm going to coin a phrase from another great, and his name is Carl Polk Runyon. He is the founder of the Church of Hermetic Sciences in California. And in an email communications I've had with him, he said this: planetary magic is 2/3 astrology. Planetary magic is 2/3 astrology. So you have to understand astrology to be able to effectively practice planetary magic. With that being said, let me quote another gentleman, Carl Gustav Jung, who said, if I had only 10 years left to live, I would spend it studying astrology. With that being said, if you go to my website, throughthelattice.com, there'll be a pop-up. That pop-up is to sign up for correspondence and things like that. And you can also get the videos right there. But also, when you click on that link and submit your information there, you will receive a copy of Astrology, Theory, and Practice by Firmicus Maternus, which is a 4th century astrologer. And when you look at his work, you'll see he only goes to the 7 wonders, or the 7 planets. And that's because at that time, they had not yet the advent of a powerful enough telescope to see out beyond Saturn. And you can see Saturn with the naked eye if you know where to look. But that is a great read in my book, Through the Lattice, Occult Praxis. It starts out, which there'll be a link to it here in this video. You can either get it on the Kindle edition, and I'll also put the link that you can get a soft cover copy of it. Either one you want, if you want it. But truth and knowledge are much like a river. Much like the water in a river. Which is to say, the further you get away from source, the source of the water, the more debris is picked up in that water. And the further downriver you go, the more polluted that water has a tendency to become. And that's why I've offered the Firmicus Maternus book free. All you have to do is sign up and you get that free. If you don't want to go through my site, you can look it up yourself also, for those who are studious type people. Now, we've just left Venus. We're going to Mars. And I know y'all understand that we're smack dab in the middle of those two. Now, Venus holds sway over what's called principalities. Mars holds sway over powers. Okay? Venus, principalities. Mars, powers. Now, I'm going to quote you some Bible. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities, against the rulers of darkness in high places. So, with that being said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities. We wrestle against the influence of Venus and Mars more so than any other, because we're smack dab in the middle of them. Against the rulers of darkness in high places. When do you see the planets come out? When will you see Mars and Venus? You'll see them in the darkness, in the night sky. And they're in high places, because if you see them, they're above you. Now, I brought Bible into it. But I want you to understand that I'm not pushing any religion. I don't subscribe to religion, because you have all these different religions in the world. And religion, I'll give you another piece of my book. Religion is like unto light, or let's look at it like a rainbow. A rainbow, you have 7 different colors. Religion, you have 7 different major religions in the world. Christianity, Buddhism, Taoism, Shintoism, Islam, Hinduism, Judaism. And they all profess to have the means and way to get to that one light, like the sun. Yet, just like the rainbow has 7 different colors, 7 different fractals, 7 different frequencies that all stem from that one true light, the sun, so do the major religions of the world. They all look at the truth through their own prism, through their own fractal, their own frequency. Yet all profess to know the truth, but yet why so much division? So I don't subscribe to religion. You can if you want. Now, I'm not trying to sway you one way or the other. I'm just telling you me. So anyway, guys, wanted to just put this few little points out there, and subscribe. Comments will be open on this video, and I look forward to hearing from you. From Through the Lattice, I bid you namaste.